Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a wonderful classic story called A Christmas Carol. It's a really famous story about change and how a person can learn to be kind. It's perfect for thinking about what's truly important in life.
So the whole story really asks one big question. It's something we might all wonder about. Can a person who is very mean and unkind, can they really, truly change and become a good person? Let's find out by looking at a very interesting character.
All right, let's get started. The story is all about this man. You might have heard his name before, Ebenezer Scrooge.
So who is Scrooge? Well, the first thing you need to know is that he's an old man and he has a lot, and I mean a lot, of money.
But here's the big problem with Scrooge. He thinks money is the most important thing in the whole world. He loves his money so much that he doesn't have any love left for other people. Not for family, not for friends, nobody.
So to put it simply, at the start of our story, Scrooge is just not a nice guy. He's mean, he's very selfish, only thinking about himself. He really, really does not like Christmas, and he's especially unkind to the man who works for him, a good man named Bob Cratchit.
But then, on a cold Christmas Eve, something very strange is about to happen. This is where the story gets really interesting. Scrooge's life is about to change forever.
So Scrooge is sitting all alone in his big, dark house, and suddenly he gets a visitor. But this is not a normal visitor. It's a ghost. The ghost of a man who died 7 years ago.
And this ghost is Jacob Marley. He was Scrooge's partner in business a long time ago. And look, you can see he's wearing these long, heavy chains. Marley tells Scrooge that he made these chains himself, from all the bad, selfish things he did when he was alive.
Marley has a very important message, a warning for Scrooge. He says 3 more ghosts are going to visit you. And he tells him this is his only chance. He must listen to them, and he must change his life.
And this is where Scrooge's big journey begins. It's a journey through time, but it's also a journey into his own heart. He's about to meet 3 very special spirits.
The visits are going to happen in 3 steps. First, a ghost will show him his past, his memories. Then, the next ghost will show him what is happening right now, in the present. And the last ghost, well, that ghost will show him the future, what will happen if he doesn't change.
Okay, so the first ghost takes Scrooge back in time. He sees himself when he was a little boy, all alone and sad. Then he remembers a woman he used to love, but he lost her because he started to love money more than he loved her. Seeing all this makes Scrooge feel very, very sad.
Next up is the ghost of Christmas present. This ghost shows Scrooge how happy people are on Christmas Day. They go to the house of his worker, Bob Cratchit, and Scrooge sees that even though they don't have much money, they are so full of love and joy. He also sees their little son, Tiny Tim, who is very sick. For the first time, Scrooge starts to feel sorry for someone else.
And finally, the last visitor comes, the ghost of Christmas yet to come. This one is very scary and doesn't talk at all. It shows Scrooge the future if he doesn't change his ways. And in that future, Scrooge is dead, and nobody cares. Then he sees something even worse. Tiny Tim has died too. This makes Scrooge feel so scared and so sorry.
Seeing this terrible future is just too much for Scrooge. He can't take it. He's so full of fear and sadness that he cries out to the ghost. He promises, "I will change. I want to be a good person." He finally understands what a terrible life he has lived.
So after this long, strange night with the ghosts, something amazing happens. Let's see what Scrooge is like when he wakes up on Christmas morning.
Scrooge opens his eyes and he's in his own bed. It's Christmas Day. The ghosts are gone, but they gave him the best gift ever, a second chance. And guess what? He is not the same old mean Scrooge. He feels happy. He feels light. He is a completely new man.
This really shows you just how much he changed. Before the ghosts, he was mean. Now he is kind. Before he was selfish. Now he is happy. Before he was always alone, and now he wants to be with his family. It's a total change of heart.
And Scrooge doesn't just feel different, he does different things. Right away, he sends a huge Christmas turkey to the Cratchit family. He gives his worker Bob more money. He becomes like a second father to Tiny Tim and helps him get better. He goes to his nephew's house for Christmas dinner. From that day on, he is kind to every single person he meets.
So, when we finish the story, what's the big lesson here? What does Scrooge's journey teach all of us?
I think the most important thing Scrooge learns is this. Real happiness doesn't come from having a lot of money. It comes from sharing what you have with other people. He learns that giving to others feels much, much better than keeping everything for yourself.
And that's the beautiful idea at the center of A Christmas Carol. It tells us that it is never, ever too late to change. Anyone can become a good person. All we have to do is choose to be kind and to help the people around us.
So, as we end our time together, let's think about this one last question. The story is about Scrooge, yes, but its message is for you and for me. It asks us to look at our own lives. How can we be a little bit kinder? How can we help someone today? Scrooge's story teaches us that the best way to live is with a kind and generous heart, not just on Christmas, but every single day of the year. Thank you for listening.